Okay guys, back for another cast in the druid. So, currently I'm at the Elder Rise in Bluff. You could say I'm home. I'm sitting here at the the main druid tent here with Archdruid, Hamuel, Rune tent, totem and whatnot by the bonfire here. And I'm gonna hand in this quest, Guarding Secrets. It was sort of the leftover quest from the last episode. And without further ado, so it was a blue feathered necklace that dropped in Winterspring by the owl beast, my kin, sort of. So I can pick a reward here, male or plate, so pest or cholera really, if you wanted an item, and naturally I'm gonna go with the one that rewards the most gold, meaning 1 gold 20 plus a nice fat 384, so almost 5 gold for handing in a necklace. Not to mention a nice fat 100 Thunderbluff reputation. Quest chain completed. There's nothing further there. I read a bit about the quest, and somebody was talking on Warhead that maybe it should have been a longer chain that never sort of became to be, you could say. I have something else lined up, and that's why I got my Hearthstone in Stonart. It's on the other continent. Yeah, I don't think I can make it, but before I go there, but it's down here. I'm just gonna show you on the map. It's in the same zone where Temple of Atilhakar is, also known as Sunken Temple. And speaking about Sunken Temple, from the last boss, and that was in episode 189, and it's actually possible in my channel to go in and search on a given quest. So if you search under the channel, you type a quest, for instance, say like Chained Essence of Eranikus. If it's a quest, then it should pop up, at least in which episode it was done. But and about it's a trinket, and like I said, looted 100% sure the first time you kill the boss, Eranikus, the big dragon. And yeah, like I said back in episode 189, it's possible to turn it in down by this guy in this cave down here. And before I made this episode, I just checked on one of my other guys if I'm just gonna collect this blind weed. That if it's a level 57 warrior that I haven't played for a long time. I'm actually mainly using him as a fisherman for, say, stone scale, stuff like that, higher end fishing materials. But he's level 57, that warrior, and he doesn't have this quest available, and that's because I haven't done Sunken Temple on that particular character. So I suppose this when you loot this quest, and you loot it, like I said, from the last boss. This is the third time I say it, I know. But when you loot it, it starts a quest, and you complete that quest inside the dungeon. There's some strange cauldron right behind the boss. So kill the boss, loot the boss, pick up this trinket, and when you have picked it up, then turn it in at some brazier or something like that behind the boss. And that's pretty much the stage where I am now. So afterwards you can go down to this guy, and I don't know, I'm not quite sure why it doesn't show that he has a quest. On the other hand, he has a very nice chest here. Let's see what he has in there. Yeah, I've seen worse hats, it's not too bad. But when you talk to him, I can ask him what he's doing inside the cave, but he's pretty much, he's just clapping at you, and you can pretty much just get lost. But if you choose the other one, do you know someone or something rather by the name of Eranikus? There's a longer story here with some lore, and
till next we meet.
I'm gonna go through it rather fast. But it ends up with him giving me an Oathstone of Ysera's Dragonflight as an item that starts a quest. So I'm just gonna pick up the quest. And what the quest actually says is that you should return the Chained Essence of Eranikus, meaning this one. But that will mean that you do not longer have the trinket. So if you want to keep the trinket, and to be honest, the only way I could see that this trinket could be useful for any character is I think a tank warrior, maybe, that you could poison some foes around you for 50 nature damage every 5 seconds for 45 seconds. That's not completely useless for a tank, that's for sure, in a long, prolonged fight at least. But who am I to be wise on tanking? I'm not sure about it. I'm a complete noob what comes from tanking. But I'm just gonna hand in this quest.
Can I assist you? Good
Let's
luck,
see what
friend.
happens.
Till next we meet.
So he
careful.
gives a new quest where I have to talk to some guy in Winterspring,
Good luck, friend.
and that's pretty much it. I haven't set up my my Hearthstone I just used, so I can't go to Winterspring right now. But what I can do is use my Moonglade portal, and then I'll be stuck in Winterspring afterwards. So yeah, and by the way, I'm pretty much a dog for blindweed at the moment, and I'm probably gonna show you next time why. Because the warrior project, my level 57 warrior that I haven't played for ages, that is fishing, he actually fished up a very nice recipe for alchemy, and if I remember so, I'll try hard to. Then I can probably send the recipe to this guy, and I can show you next time what recipe we're talking about. But the ingredient for the recipe is blindweed, among other. So what else to do, because otherwise this is going to be a very short video, and it could be, and that would be alright, I guess, is this quest down here, the Swamp Talker. So back in episode 164, that's quite a while ago, when I was level 54, I just looked it up, and again I just typed inside my channel the quest name. Then there was a guy up here, I'm just going to show you. It's an orc, sort of a ghostly orc that starts a quest. But back in episode 164, this guy here, Fallen Hero of the Horde, I can talk to him now, but there's no sort of interaction. He started a quest called Fall from Grace. It was a 3-step short quest, you know, and you got like maybe 300 experience, so pretty much nothing from talking to him, then talking to some people down here in the main Horde quest hub in Stonard here. And there was a bit of ping pong, and that was it. Like I said, I completed it as level 54, so I think the quest has been like a 49 or 50 quest or something. Thinking about how I usually do quest, meaning 5 quests above. But I left the quest chain by this guy. That quest that started by the ghost there. It's this guy Bengor, and he's asking me to get the Warchief's orders from the Swamp Talker, which is some kind of, I supposedly, bad boy in a cave down here. A Murloc, actually. So we're just gonna go there. And yeah, to be honest, I read a bit about the quest chain, because you could risk doing a quest now that is, I mean, when you reach this level, some of these quests will be pretty much like roadside bombs, so to speak. That's something that will blow up in your face and not be very pleasant. So I may die at some point. That's part of playing hardcore, but there's no reason to die from being ignorant or rushing things, or not search some information before you do some quests, especially if there are the usual red flags. And this quests have all the usual red flags, meaning that you have to go inside a cave. And when you're inside the cave, by the way, this Goldthorn is actually pretty parkour-like, so I picked it up once before, because I've been farming a bit of these blind weeds that I just picked up a few of. So I think I have to go all the way, not here. And you cannot get up here. I'm just going to show you. Yeah, here you go. So you have to go all the way up here, and again, I cannot get up from this angle, so you have to get all the way up here. And that's the fun part about being, say, a miner or a herbalist, a gatherer of that sort. is that you sometimes will get into areas that you didn't expect was possible to get to. But about the quest, it has all the usual red flags, meaning inside a closed environment, a cave, lots of mobs in front of you and behind you, fast respawns, yada yada yada. So if you screw it up, you're screwed pretty much. And I think when I read a bit about it, fortunately I got stealth, so I can just... Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that, but otherwise you would have to sort of kill your way in to get to the guy that you want to kill. But all the usual red flags here, meaning closed environment, lots of mobs in front of you, and they will respawn pretty fast behind you. If you screw up the pool, then yeah, you're pretty much dead. So the safe thing might be to kill your way inside here, make a path, find the guy you need to kill, and then get out as fast as possible, preferably with Hearthstone not on cooldown. The other way is what I can take advantage of here is my stealth, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try and locate the mob that I need to kill, and at some point, that's what I read about, the guy was an elite, and that's why this is classified, I think, as a level 55 quest. I don't know if he was 55 elite or 50 elite or whatever. He's there, I think. Yeah. So I'm just gonna mark him, and then let's see if there's any patrols. I could also sort of, you know how Murlocs can be, so I need to nuke them in order, so Murlocs can be really, really annoying. So you pretty much learn that very fast in the game when you sort of encounter your first Murlocs, because they have a tendency, and I like to get this guy as well, I think. Because they run and agitate some more of their bodies, and then in no time you're gonna get in trouble. So what I thought actually would be a patrol, and there was. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this patrol because he can stir up my pools completely. I think I'm gonna do this guy first. He seems like a melee. Interesting. So in the middle of everything, a rare spawn called Fingered. Very interesting. And by the way, one of the red flags as well here is that I cannot use root. Yeah, I'm just gonna buff up just a little bit at least. Fingered. Never ever sort of seen or heard or anything about him. I'm just gonna see if... Yeah, so my rare scanner got him, but I don't know if it's because I killed him. What he dropped were pretty much crap, so never mind that. And this was my quest reward. And if I'm really lucky, I could get a pearl or something from this, but I didn't. So this guy I can kill without any trouble as well. And the reason why I was sort of looking over the edge here was to see if this could be an escape path if I pull too much. But I think I'm gonna see if I can pull this guys solo. I think it's some warrior type, yeah. He's got a sword at least. What I'm afraid of, worried about, is that when I pull this guy, then I'm gonna pull all of them because he's, you know, have some kind of scream or something like that. So I would maybe like to pull him, or maybe one of the others, when he's sort of moving away from them. Pulling him now, and I can imagine I get all four. I could probably survive that, but there's no reason to, you know, pushing my limits. So I think I'm gonna start with this guy, see if I can nuke him without interacting with this guy. That was doable. And yeah, I'm just gonna replenish my mana, and then I think I'm gonna go. So there's 3 guys here, tops, and my plan is to nuke this guy first. He's gonna come to me, I think. The question is if the other guys are as well. They are not. Fine, no problem then. Easy. Alright. I'm just gonna loot this guy as well, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Easy peasy. And yeah, maybe sort of overly cautious, especially when I'm doing quests that I haven't done for 10 years or more. I'd be really tired. One thing is dying. It's okay. I'm not gonna moan about that because I chose it myself by becoming a hardcore, and if I wasn't playing hardcore, then I wouldn't be playing at all. It's what gives me the thrill of this, is that if you screw up, you pay the big price. I kind of like that thrill about it. And I think it makes most people in here, like 99% or something, play better than they probably would normally, because normally, and I would probably be a little bit like that as well, you would sort of tend to rush things because there's really no price to pay for screwing up, or being a bad player really, or not sort of doing your homework, you could say. I mean, coming prepared to a dungeon, knowing how a boss function, the different stages of a dungeon and difficult quests, buffing yourself, learning to play your class well, etc., etc. There's very limited, you could say, penalty, because you will just die and then you can run back and try again, really. But I cannot. If I die here, you all know the consequence. It's over, and that's a lot of hours wasted. So why die stupidly? I mean, I'll do my homework and try to get as far as I can. Yeah. So I got the quest item here, and let's see. I'm not quite sure where I have to hand it in, so I have to get all the way up to the fallen hero of the horde again. I'm just gonna sell whatever stuff I have here. And by the way, if you haven't been to Stonard before, there are a couple of vendors here that offers some recipes. Not this guy, apparently. I actually think that guy has a recipe. The guy before here, this guy, the blacksmithing supply, he normally has a recipe. I'm just gonna show you. There's another one up here. I think there might be 2 even.
What are you looking for?
It's an alchemy supply guy. He didn't have anything else. So, well, he didn't have anything as well. And then there's this guy, trade goods. And as you can see here, he has a cooking recipe, carrion surprise, which is quite nice, from mystery meat that drops a lot from 40 plus mobs, I'd say, or something like that. And spiced chili crab. And then he has a decent enchanting recipe that are sort of limited. So it's just to show that if these sort of vendors, they will sometimes have recipes, but sometimes you can't see them because they're on a timer. Anyway, back to the horde guy here, the fallen hero of the horde, the ghost orc. And I seem to, maybe it's just something I think I recall, but I'm pretty sure that I recall that the Murloc was quite annoying back in the day. Knight of Druid, yeah, I'm not gonna buff you. Okay, so I have to listen to his story. Let's do that, guys. So someone has been cruel to him, yada yada yada. Some guy called Kirith. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just not much into this. Alright. So I listened to his story. I'm gonna talk to him again and get a nice 36 silver. Then I have to complete another quest here where I have to free some guys. Let's see, Servants of Reslik, and Servants of Gruul, and Servants of Alistar, Servants of Sveen, if I pronounced this correctly. So this is actually sort of the first time I'm popping into the Blasted Lands. And yeah, let's just get on with it. It's actually classified as a level 57 quest, so yeah, it jumped from 55 to 57. There's probably some mobs here that I should be aware of. I mean the local Son of Arugel. I seem to recall there's some kind of dragon roaming around here, but yeah, I'll try and keep my eyes open. Again, not to die stupidly. And then the local fauna here is sort of around 50, so that shouldn't be too troublesome. Oh. Just as I turned around, there was a herb. Sungrass, yeah, sure, I can use that. As I know, this is sort of a higher level zone. I'm just gonna kill this guy because he's pretty much solo here. Just looks odd that this rich lost one is walking around here on his own, which he is perfectly entitled to, but he might have some kind of quest drop or whatnot. About the zone, yeah, there's not that many quests here from what I know of, but there may be more than, yeah, that you would initially think. Groom's Blood, by the way, is sort of a higher level herb as well, so I'm just gonna pick up any herbs I come across. But let's go find the guys here. Okay, so by the way, this guy said that I should get a group for this quest, but let's just see how far we can go without a group. I got root after all. Was one more of these sort of lost one guys here. Okay. Is it these guys? No. Okay. I'm just gonna sneak up here to see if because apparently... Okay, there's one of them up there. Oh, now we got a rare guy. This guy looked pretty, yeah, badass, so... He's not elite, by the way. Dredge Scorn, never seen him before. Looked pretty badass. So I'm just gonna do him, I guess. Just gonna let him come a bit closer to me. And right here, the rare scan is a little annoying because I can't sort of close it down. There we go. And I couldn't see, you know, if he was rooted or not. Oh. So, he actually dropped a pretty nice sword here. 99 attack power when fighting demons, not too bad. I don't know, I have no idea, I've never seen him before. I didn't know even that he was here, you know, and very nice hat as well. Pretty good drops. Yeah, who would use such a sword? I don't know. Hunter maybe, if you were fighting a lot of demons. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's see if I can get this herb without agitating the goblin here. And then afterwards, one of the guys that I needed was this guy. Not quite... Yeah, oh, there's another one here. Patrol or something. I'm not actually not quite sure what this is about. Okay, I get it. So I'm actually supposed to hit the stone, not this guy, when he's really low on hit points. I suppose. Yeah, bingo. I was wondering why he wasn't going down. So I think I'm gonna do, and that was one of all of these guys I have to kill. I think I'm gonna do this patrol so he don't sort of interrupt me all of a sudden when I'm engaging with some of the other guys up here. I'll try and investigate about this guy, what the drop rate is for the sword. I can imagine it's not 100%. So, before I start slaying all these guys, I'm just gonna see if anyone's home at all. And there's actually one there I can see. So, I'll make my way there. And that's the only thing about my my new add-on here that I'm not too fond about is that when I moonfire casters, I think I need to eat here. I did get somewhat hurt after all, but when I'm fighting casters and I'm casting moonfire on them, I cannot. Their sort of cast bar will be overlapping the moonfire sort of duration, but I can't seem to set it up better than this, unfortunately. Other than that, I'm very fond of my new add-on here, Quartz. Normally, I'm not that big as sort of an add-on. Well, yeah, I use add-ons. Of course I do, but I'm usually not that, you know, sort of I would call it a freak, but I suppose this guy needs I need to kill him close to the stone as well, I guess. Okay, so he's doing this weird stuff again, and then apparently I have to sort of kill him by killing the stone. But about the add-ons, yeah, I use whatever add-ons that I seem appropriate, of course. And if I eventually start sort of doing some harder dungeons or raids or whatnot, then I'll probably have to get some more. But yeah, I'll take it when I get there. So from what I can see, these were sort of the two that there could be, and then the other guys that I need, they are... Yeah, okay, some of them are down there, for instance, so I'm just gonna go check that out, if I can find them. Just gonna, from my good overview position here, I'm just gonna see if there should be anyone else. Nope. And yeah, I got questy, so I cannot complain. I was just sitting thinking about before questy when people were when you had no one to sort of to lean on in order to complete your quest back in the day, how I guess sometimes frustrating it would be to, I mean, find the mobs that you need to kill, etc, etc. Oh, and we got another rare. Okay, so I should probably name this episode the rare episode, the rare collector or something like that. Okay, so caster again here. But what I meant by when he's casting something, if I cast Moonfire, you can see these two cast bars are sort of overlapping, and I can't seem to set it up any better than that. And yeah, the caster's hurt, and that's why I'm making a build here with more stamina. Okay, so there are some of the guys down here that I actually need. Like this guy, for instance. Looks so cool, I was about to say odd, it's not what I meant. It looks so cool, the portal. Oh, hello, 61 Elite. I'm not going down there though. I hope I don't have to, at least. So what have we up here? We have a fire bloom, never mind that. And some guy that I do not need. So, I suppose these are the guys that sort of connect the others, you could say. The typical sort of, yeah. Oh. It actually got hit by lightning and it sort of broke my stealth there. Interesting, good to know. But it's rather typical that you have, you know, the patrols that that sort of, yeah, combine all the other guys. But I suppose this is the same system here where I have to kill a guy and then in the end probably I have to touch the stone. It's like I was jumping there. I don't know why. I wasn't pushing my jump button, so I don't know why. Okay, so he's doing this stuff again, and I'm gonna kill him, or kill him by killing the stone, sort of. And the leggings I got from the other rare guy, 50 attack power on leggings, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And now that I'm here, I might as well pick up this fire bloom as well. Busy, busy, busy. Hunter-gatherer here. So it's like his soul that sort of went to heaven there, or whatever. And these guys didn't need, so off to hunt some more stones and try and dodge some of the patrols. So the plan is to nuke this guy before this guy comes along. And to be honest, I don't know if they are sort of social aggro, I mean. Yeah, they were. That sucked. Yeah, famous last words, I know. So I'm just gonna, with multiple mobs on me, I'm gonna root one, kill the other. And we got a nice fat mana burn here, which is rather annoying. So, checking my escape route. I got a feeling that this guy got a really high sort of nature resistance, dying very slowly at least. So, bit of a emergency. So I'm just gonna try again here. No. Okay, it's a bit annoying because I have to kill this guy as well. But when he's down, he went down there, I'm gonna root this guy. And then do the clopping of the stone here. So there was a bit of kiting here, because naturally, of course I got the patrol, even though I sort of tried not to get it. There we go. And about these guys, about the patrol here, the guy that looks really scary was sort of the sissy, you could say. He was no big deal. It was sort of the fellhound that was really annoying to get down. It might not have sort of resist to nature damage, but if not, then it was really chunky. I mean, hit point wise, it took quite a while to get it down, I think. But I'm glad I react the way I do. So as soon as I feel like I'm getting a little in trouble, I'm already looking, okay, I don't want to pull any more mobs now, so sort of self-aware, where are there any other patrols or threats? And I'm already looking sort of behind me, which way can I sort of turn into travel form and run away. So that was sort of by the book, if you play hardcore. To me, anyway. So another guy here. He's gonna get the same treatment as the others. Equality for all here. And as I've finally figured out, I don't have to root him because he's sort of self-stunned when he's almost dead. This poor Tauren. Just gonna see if I actually, explored the crater. I did. And I'm actually making sure that these guys aren't elite or something like that. So I think I'm gonna let the patrol pass while I enjoy the beautiful view, where apparently there had been some combat. This looks like some horde catapult thingy. And I could just check out the escape path, which would be this way. I suppose the road is a little bit safer than, the normal landscape here, which is quite depressing actually. Besides the beautiful portal. Well made. It's like there's been an explosion and then this sort of portal has come to life, I would say. So, patrol incoming again. This time I should make it, I think. Yeah. Maybe I can even loot him. Yes, sir. So I just pulled him away before this patrol got any closer. And that's another good thing about this, the quartz timer here, is that everything is pretty much timed. So when I'm interacting with the stone here, I can see it takes 5 seconds, for instance. It's pretty good to know. Yeah, I'm just checking out the local fauna here. Like I said, I haven't been here for 10 years, so it's kind of new to me. Naturally, I did the quest back then, but yeah, I don't remember them very well. And I need 2 more of these sort of kill the guys by stones. So I might have to kill some of the others the same way, I don't know. I'll figure that out. I think I'm just gonna pull this guy to me. Hopefully it's out of the... Ah, okay. Patrol isn't even going here, so that's quite nice. So I guess that fitted perfectly that if you are like me here on a low population server, then that's exactly 9 of these guys for me, so no one else sort of picked them up. And it's pretty early as well, and to be honest, there's not that many people questing in the zone, I'm pretty sure, because I think one of the main things that this zone is sort of known for is that it's kind of grindy in a way that these sort of blood elf looking guys up here in the beginning, that's pretty much what you mainly do in this zone, I suppose, that what I know of. I'm just gonna use some of this semi-crab food I just got. These quests down here, which are repeatable and doesn't offer any repetition, that's why I haven't done them yet. They are actually quite important because they will supply you with some items that, including with a world drop, a book. There are specific books that can drop from various mobs all over the world here, and by the way, I'm just gonna sneak in here and take a look where the last of these guys are that I need. But you can get some book drops all over, and I have actually gotten some. I think maybe one on the druid here, but mainly I got... Oh. So I need this guy as well, which is pretty well defended. I'm just gonna see if there's an easier one further down here. But these books combined with some of the items that you can get from doing the repeatable quest down there are what you eventually can hand in the Dungeon of Diamol in Feralis. I think it's there you hand it in. I'll get going on it eventually, but not right now. But then you can get an item. It's actually a head. Well, you can choose if you want to use it on your... It's actually an enchant that you can put on your headgear or your leg gear, for instance. And it's usually used on your headgear because it's the only possible, to my knowledge, head enchant that you can get in the game. Yeah, there's one other here. He's a little less heavy defended, this guy, as far as I can see, than the other one. I think there was like 4 or 5 mobs I had to kill. Here it looks like there's like 1 bonus mob. I might be wrong. And it might be a little stupid taking him from this side because it's much harder to escape. But I feel like if I want... this is the guy that I want. So I can definitely start off with this guy. And I can imagine I need some kind of stone as well for this guy. And naturally, now that I want to kill him, then they're sort of, yeah, getting all sweethearts and close. I think this can be a pretty nasty pull if you pull this guy while he's standing up there, and actually just gonna root him. So I got his little follower there, and then I just have to kill this guy with the usual stone thingy stuff here. And about my build with more stamina is, I think the main problem I have right now is when I'm going like caster versus caster, I have too little stamina. So before, when I sort of got the rare guy that dropped the blue sword, there was some warlock. I was a little injured from a fight previously, but that warlock that was casting on me after really took a dent in my hit points, and that's sort of when I realized again that Yeah, casters hurt. High level casters hurt anyway. They're squishy as well usually, but they do hurt. They are sort of glass cannons, as a caster probably should be in this game. Unless you're a warlock, of course, and you will have a lot of chunky hit points. So, a nice sungrass here. Sungrass is used together with, let me see, blindweed. For creating mana potions, which is not the best mana potion, but I think the second bestest one. But it's used by many, even the raiders here, because I noticed this actually sell quite well. There's one of these guys as well here, by the way. Pretty well guarded, I'm afraid. So, first of all, let's check the escape route. And yeah, so there was a little how to make some money, because they seem to sell pretty well. I can sell 2-3 stacks a day if I wanted to, the superior mana potion. They take like 2, I think it's 2 sungrass and 2 blindweed, so I think the price is fair. Normally I'll sell it for 4 to 5 gold for 5 pots, which is a pretty fair price, I think, considering how much work you actually have to put in. To make the potion, mana potion. Okay, let's try if we can get this guy, and my escape route is gonna be this way if things turn sour. I'd like to get him a little closer to me if possible. And then I realized that I kinda need the stone, which is all the way up there, which is not so good, I guess. So I'm just gonna bring him a little closer, because I don't know what the range is from the stone. This could be a problem. Yeah, it actually is. So I need to kill this guy as well. And I don't know how long the guy behind me is stunned. Figure it out. Let's see. Just gonna keep my eyes on these guys, because they are the main problem right now. And I think I'll make it with killing this guy. Yeah, got him. So they seem to be stunned pretty long. Probably more than 30 seconds. And from this little hill up here, with no mobs close, I'm just gonna enjoy the view of this godforsaken place, and including the Alliance castle up here. And figure out where I get the last of these guys. Let's check the map if Questy has any solutions. So there was... Questy suggests one guy in front of the camp here, or maybe inside this cave, but yeah, I don't think I'll pass on that one. So we're probably gonna have to do the well-guarded guy. I don't think it's nowhere near impossible, but yeah, there was a lot of mobs there, I think. And yeah, I feel like using my dash in order to get things going, but on the other hand, why use a really good cooldown that could become useful if I'm in trouble? So the guy that I want is this guy, and I'm just gonna mark him. And then I need a stone. So that's the mistake I made before, that the stone is back there. That I haven't cleared before. I didn't clear some of the mobs that were close to the stone. So after I had killed the guy that I actually wanted, then yeah, I don't know about this, because this looks like a really, really big pool. I can try, and then I can run off in this direction. That should be alright. So I'm gonna start out with this mob here. The good old hole. And you can actually might see how... Oh, so he actually wanted to melee, which is not so smart when you're a caster guy, obviously. There we go. But my escape possibilities seem to be pretty good. I can run in this direction. If things get hairy, yeah, I'll be fine. So I'm gonna, if I didn't have an escape route, I wouldn't engage in this pull because it looks like it can be a lot of mobs at the same time. This guy should be able to pull without any trouble as well. I think I'm gonna try with this guy after. The problem with these guys is that they're ranged, so they won't really come to you unless you run off, and then you risk sort of pulling all of them. So worst case scenario here, and that's I guess what you should think about, is how many I'm actually gonna pull here. Let's try this guy. I'm just gonna run off. Mainly to pull the guy with me, but also to see how many did I actually pull here. Just one. Perfect. Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, it's kind of cool that the developers are sort of stepping up the game now. If you pull these guys at the wrong time, then you get a lot of heat. And yeah. You should definitely learn to pull at the right moment. So it's not like it doesn't matter if the guy is standing there where he is now, or if he moves over there, or as you can see, he does move a little bit, and that will mean something about how many you have to pull. So I think he's too close to at least these two guys, so I cannot pull him solo, sort of. If I pulled him, I would have to root him and then kill these two guys first, I think. But I'm gonna try to see if I can kill this guy. I might as well do this guy first. I might have pulled them all, I'm just gonna see. If I'm lucky, I only pulled one. I pulled two. Yeah, perfect. I can live with that. So I'm gonna root one, as usual. Bring the other with me. Yeah, and I'm playing overly cautiously now. But it's just to show you what you can do as a Moonkin, really. So I'm pretty much taking one of the guys out of the game here by rooting him. And then I can sort of do the other. And all of a sudden, the pull down there seems very doable. There's only 2 mobs left now. But again, where is your escape route? So if you panic, if things go wrong, you know exactly where to run, and then afterwards, sort of make the pull as easy for yourself as possible. So what I'm gonna do is root this guy and then kill the caster. Yeah, and that's sort of, and that they're pretty easy because they're just running up and playing melee, which is incredibly stupid. And as soon as he breaks the root, which is any time, I guess, I'm gonna reroot him like now. It's mainly because I wanted him to, when he does this stuff here, to be close to the stone. I might get aggro. This guy turned away. So this is the last of these guys. Thank you very much. And I'm just gonna rebuff and replenish my mana. So that was 9 of those guys, and oh, I actually have to free some kind of servants. I'm not quite sure where I do that. Okay, it's over here in this castle apparently. So it's back to get the last of these guys, and then I have to free some kind of prisoners, I suppose. So without drawing too much attention here, I'm just gonna get back and do the last of the servants of Sevine. 7, whatever. And each time I see a mob that has a slightly different coloration, I'm sort of always clicking it because I wanna see if it's a rare. While constantly keeping lookout for my I don't want to fight over this flower. While constantly keeping aware, or sort of, or lookout is what I meant, for the local son of Arugul, meaning some big nasty dragon or whatever, roams around this area. So tons and tons of herbs here. Groom's blood, yeah, thank you. And actually another groom's blood down there. Okay, I got aggro here. We can have a fight, bro. And sort of instinctively I'm looking behind me. Where can I run if things turn wrong here? Because you can easily, maybe not as 60, but let's say you were around level 50 or 55 or something like that. You can easily get stuck in a bad pool here. So this guy, this is one of these sort of lost one guys here that offers a couple of quests there. That's just fine. I'm not gonna take them though. Mainly because I can probably combine his quest with when I eventually want to do these repeatable quests. I'll stick to the plan and get the last of these guys. So I don't, and that's rather typical of World of Warcraft, is that you're sort of constantly distracted from other things, so everything takes longer than initially anticipated because you, yeah, get distracted really. So one of the guys that I need up here is pretty easy. Soloable up there, unless some kind of patrol will, yeah, come and interfere. So I'm gonna give him 2 Wrath and then a root. But I hardly have to say that because it's pretty obvious from from a new add-on here what I'm actually casting. Rest in peace, my Tauren brother. Or my misguided Tauren brother, so to speak. So, off to get the 3 last guys, the Servants of Gruul. To free them, I don't know if the same I have to do, if I have to kill them in order to free them, or if I actually have to find some key or something to release them. We'll figure it out. I'll probably have to kill them as well, I guess. Freed is translated to kill. In this quest anyway. I think these sort of, the lost ones here, they are part of the quest with that guy I just sort of rode by. The level 60 lost one as well. That had this guy down there, that had offered 2 level 55 quests. But let's take a look here. So let's see what quest you suggest. There's apparently 2 spots up here where these guys could be, and these guys are pretty low level, so yeah. I'll probably be fine. I had an idea that they were high-level elites, but they're not. Okay, so that's one of them. Okay, but this guy himself is sort of a little high level. So what? I can't see any stone around him, to be honest. So I might have just to kill him, really. Okay. And just to not make things all too interesting, I think I'm gonna do this guy first. And seeing now that there may only be 2 of them. Okay, so I actually need a stone here, which sucks a lot because I can't see any. So how exactly would I kill this guy? Maybe I'm just blind, but I really cannot see a stone there. There might be a stone over here on the other guy. I don't know how long this guy is stunned, but I guess I'm gonna figure that out. I'm just gonna use my innovate. Otherwise, other than that, I would have to kite him. You know what? Just gonna ignore him for now. So, there's another guy standing in here. And I got the same problem there, there's no stones here. Or are no stones. Oh, there is one here though. Okay, so there's probably a stone for the other guy as well, I just didn't notice it. Okay, so I'm just gonna test if I somehow missed out where the stone is for the first guy here. This guy. Ah, it's there. Okay, that's why I didn't miss. Oh, well, at least I found it. No problem. I thought it might be bugged, that maybe the stone hadn't spawned or something like that. Oh, we got respawns coming now. It's fine, I should be able to nuke this guy first. There it is. Okay, but there are only 2 of these guys, so I'm gonna have to wait for respawns for sure. And that's quite alright. So I was thinking about what do I do in the meantime. Actually, I could cut the video here, but it feels a little amputated, so I'm gonna... I think I'm just gonna explore a bit of the map and then come back here and get the last guy. Oh, and what would you know? Another rare? And no social aggro, that's nice, because sometimes even the sort of the bestiality will get aggro, so that the what is this, a basilisk will get aggro combined with one of these whatever birds, stuff like that. It's a bit surprising when they do that. Normally they won't do something like that. Let's see what we got. 38 attack power on a leather chest piece, not too bad. Yeah, let's keep an eye out for the local Son of Eranikus, meaning dragon or demon or whatever is in the neighborhood, and then other than that I'm just gonna explore a bit until I get the respawns, the final respawn of these Servant of Gruel, which could take 5 minutes or 10 seconds, I have no idea. So that was the mine, and I suppose if I get a little closer up here, then I can probably explore this castle as well. Yeah, bingo. Alright, so there's only one thing left to explore, and that was... And these guys, by the way, apparently they won't flag me. They are I think they are friendly to Alliance, but not that friendly that you'll get flagged if you actually kill some of them. I seem to recall, I haven't played much Alliance, but I did play, yeah, like 10 years ago, and there was, I mean a little bit Alliance, but there was, I seem to recall that there was a very few quests inside the keep there. This is like a zone that's... it feels a bit like, you know, the potential was never fully realized for the zone, you could say. I mean, there could have been a lot more quests here, but it's, yeah, it's truly a desert, quest-wise as well. So, there's one zone left down here. I'm just gonna explore it down there. And... yeah, my instinct tells me that it's a pretty high level zone with big elites inside. So apparently there could actually be a Son of Gruel up here as well. I can't see him though. From what Questy informs me about anyway. Yeah, 61 elite. 61 elite, and some of them are sort of acting a bit erratically. Sure. It Tainted Scar. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there. But it's explored at least. So I suppose if you want to do this quest in an more effective manner than I did, then you would probably the guys that I did last, you would start out by doing those first. But when I started the quest, there was like, you know, mobs all over the place, so I wasn't really that sort of aware that there were very few of the spawns for these guys in particular. But let's go back and see if they have respawned. So I killed the one on the left, or around the sort of this castle. Oh man, I really hate when it does that. It's when I sort of, if I click 3 buttons at the same time, one is forward and one is left, and then maybe if I do something with the mouse, then it tries to create a new screen. I mean a new desktop. And yeah, it's really annoying. So if it does it that mid-combat, you're in trouble. By the way, the guy has respawned, I see, so easy peasy. So yeah, but after I found out what it actually was all about, it's no problem really. I just have to open the icon with desktops and then collect the one that I'm currently in, which mean my active game here. So in the beginning, when it happened to me, and it's rather rare that I actually managed to push those 3 buttons, and I couldn't tell you what they are actually, besides going forward and going left. I don't know what the 3rd button is, haven't figured that out yet, but in the beginning I was sort of restarting the game and stuff, and that could definitely be lethal in a combat situation for most characters. If you were out questing, say, alone. Anyway, got the final of those guys. There we go. And I'm just gonna sneak my way out of here. I think I might even use my dash now, as I'm done here for now. Dash has a 5-minute cooldown. So I can't remember which elixirs or sort of, but like I said, it's high-end herbs, these Groom's Blood. I'm definitely going to pick them up. Maybe I'll do my homework and then I can tell you in the next episode what they're actually for. So he sends me on to talk to some guy. Oh, actually next to the quest giver. Let's say hello to the
Strength and honor.
night elf. And okay, I can reclaim some reward from my job so far. And 3 gold 60, not too bad. And I guess this guy has a new quest here. Alright. So I'm not quite sure. Okay. Where this guy is, and yeah. Let's see. Okay, so he's definitely inside this cave, so I might leave it for now. What I think I was going to do instead is actually try to sort of complete this in Eranikus Own Words, if it's possible. And what I'm doing here is teleporting myself back to Moonglade, the sort of druid's haven here, because it's right next to Winterspring, where this quest should be completed. I don't feel like going into a cave, completing a level 58 quest that I'm not sort of fully aware of. Again, because you have all the usual red flags, the cave itself, and mobs in front of you and behind you. So, yeah. Anyway, first death of the day. Rum Tray Bear fell to his death in Rainwood Retreat. That's too bad. I wouldn't say it's a stupid death, but yeah, if you know the quest, you know it's down here in Ashenvale, and there's a mob you have to kill in sort of a mini tower, and the mob will spawn a lot of ads, and if you're not aware of that, meaning that if you haven't done some research on your quest, then yeah, you can easily get overwhelmed. What you can do as a panic move is jump over the edge, and that's probably what happened here. So poor Rum Tray Bear, he died from gravity, from falling. The quest, I've done it, and there's a fairly easy way you can do it, even as a pretty squishy caster. But I cannot remember which episode it was, and to be honest, my microphone was pretty bad back then, so I have an idea. Eventually, a future project is that I'm gonna complete all the quests one more time. So, unfortunately, we have another casualty here. Quarkin, killed by in Strangleton Vale. Oh. Interesting. So, we have a level 18 that got killed in Strangleton Vale by a lash-tailed raptor. I'm not quite sure what a level 18 would do in Strangleton Vale, but maybe he's trying to get the PvP trinket. It's actually possible to get it from level 1. Or maybe he's just that new that he haven't got a clue about what the zone is all about. I don't know. Let me see. So the Lash-tailed raptors are pretty much, I think they're in front of the Gromgol base camp, and they can be a couple of other spots, I think. I'm not quite sure what he was doing. Maybe someone is typing about it in the guild. Yeah, so people are asking why would a level 18 be in Strangleton Vale? That's my question exactly. And yeah, so people think he's going for the arena. The arena is sort of in the middle of the map, up here. Grumgold base camp, and it's actually possible to get there with a little help. But I think he sort of miscalculated or wasn't quite aware about how to get to the arena down here. If I want to go there, I usually go from Booty Bay. It's possible to run up this road, and all I have to do as a level 1 is have an altar mine or a friend of mine. I can do it myself. I just relog, kill 2 gorillas over here on the right side, and then you can actually, by staying on the right, initially go out from Booty Bay, and then you stay to your left to avoid some mobs over here. Then you kill 2 mobs on the right, then you shift so you stay on the right side of the road, and then finally you go up here just initially before the arena. You will go left again. So left, right, left after you kill 2 gorillas over here. And the reason why I go left in the end is that this mobs is these ruins are inhabited by level mid 40 mobs, something like that. And naturally, if you're very low level 1, level 18, whatever, then they will aggro you from far away. But there are no mobs. Sort of all of this piece here is sort of mob free. So even a level 1 can run from, say, there to the arena. But enough about that. Let's see where we actually hand in this quest. And as usual, I should keep my eyes out for the local sort of arugula, I call him. I mean, some nasty mob that's high level will daze you and may even kill you if you're not a little careful. Okay, so I'm just gonna stealth because no, actually I'm just gonna buff up and then stealth. There was an alliance character down here, and I don't feel like being flagged. I should be alright. I think there's very low probability that some alliance 60 Naxxramas geared rogue is camping this area, but yeah. She is alliance after all, so she will attack me if I get too close to her. But the guy I actually have to talk to is inside the camp. And she is an NPC for the Winterspring trainers, meaning that's a mount that's obtainable for alliance only. But I'll try and get in here. I'm 60 after all, and she's 53. If she attacks me, then yeah, I'm just gonna run away, I think. So I'm gonna talk to this guy, try to keep as much distance and line of sight away from that.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
So I handed in the quest, and it just ends abruptly there. That's it, really. And then I'm gonna move my caddy form here away from the Alliance guard there. Oh, well, the Winterspring trainer NPC. I didn't actually know that they were being in a small shed here, but yeah, I learned something as well. And yeah, so as usual with my Winterspring training, not so much body in behind. I'm gonna bid you a farewell, and as usual, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.